Am I back? Am I back? I don't know. I don't know. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. I adjusted a lot, just did a lot of things on my stream, and now I'm just hoping it doesn't fucking crash again. So we'll see. We shall see. I'm back, indeed. So I basically just removed RTX from my computer, set some things, cleaned up some stuff. Twitch never notified me. I literally just hit it just now, so may not have had the chance. Just a second ago. Yeah, I'm hoping. I think it's I think it was the RTX voice, but also increased the resolution of the stream a little, so it should look a little bit nicer. Um, let's get into it. Hopefully no crashing. Fingers crossed, because it's really upsetting me now. I just would like to work. Topo. But good morning, everyone. Thank you for hanging in there. Hope everyone's having a good start to their Friday. We were last working on the little hoof here. Also hopes no crashing. Crashing causes delays. The tester in me dislikes delays. We can watch Sam crash in HD now. That's true. Hello, Evan. Welcome. Good morning. Powerful HD crashing. Desk up a little. Okay. Delays mean I have to work faster and harder, and I dislike that. That's what she said. Ayo. Page. So we're moving with the cursor. But let me know if anything sounds weird or feels weird on the stream. Definitely would like to just sort out these problems today if anything is still odd. What a stretched triangle. But I guess that's what we'll do. I guess that's what we'll do. What has this triangle? Okay, I see. Well, your voice isn't as clear. It's not a problem. It's a bit of a radio vibe, but it's something I would bother. But isn't something I would bother fixing. Gotcha. Yeah, I just switched over to OBS's kind of standard filters and stuff. There's probably a lot more I could play around with there, but I just don't want to deal with it all today. But I do miss having the ease of just hitting NVIDIA RTX and knowing that I'm getting something good. But then I fucking hate NVIDIA RTX because it crashes my computer. So, trade-offs. Don't bother, it's not that bad. I'm just an audiophile. I love that CD. No, really. Bum, 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 bum. Let's do this. Extrude this over. We'll use the Loop Tools G-Stretch. It feels a little laggy on Blender right now. Hopefully nothing too major. Really should just make this and flip it again. I don't mind the radio vibe either. You know, it's kind of cool. A little bit of a nostalgic flavor. Good luck. It's feel kind of laggy. That's annoying. Oh, I'm glad it's Friday. I'm ready for a little rest. That it's amazing how much that took out of me. Just setting up all this stuff and trying to get it to work properly. Technology can be so exhausting. It's not even funny. Oh, I just want this to work. Have you tried dying? A lot of extra vertices here. I'm going to do something a little odd. Just going to delete this stuff right here. That work we just did, I'm going to get rid of it. Because I would rather cheat. Cheat. So we have this section. We're going to duplicate it. Separate it. Then we'll apply on it shrink wrap. Hello, Zoom. Good morning. Good morning, Zoom. Welcome, welcome. Turn my camera a little. Right there. Right there. Looks so film noir right now. Aurin Gia, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Aurin Gia? Hello. Welcome. I'm going to add a mirror to this one and hit it with the mirror flipped. Turn off merge. Apply this. Take this side. Delete it. Then take this. Hey! Thank you, Aaron Gia, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Much, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Are you a VRChat Blender addict like we are? Either way, welcome to the stream. Let me know if you have any questions. Right now, we're in the process of turning this character into a low poly version. Hello, Namers. Good morning. Happy Friday. We've started the coloring process of my new Avi version 2. Exciting. Very exciting. It's going quick. Going quick. Select the boundary loop. We select these boundaries and these boundaries. And we'll just say bridge, merge. This way. It's going quick now. Yeah. Yeah. All right, look at that. We got the feet all finished up. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. And that's actually pretty much the last part of the main chunk of body. We'll also take the hooves, duplicate them, send them over to the retopo. Retopo. Hooves. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Keep having to adjust my camera position. I need one of those like auto trackers. Oh, my brother made food. I can smell it. Hungry now. Okay, so this is our retopo version. All we really need to do is just turn down the subdivision. We'll do subdivision level 2. Just gonna mesh it really quick so I can see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable amount of vertices. There we go. All right, those are done. Next, we do have these little claws on the hands. Maybe. They are probably in a different collection. Yeah, they're in the hair collection. Right, sit down again. Is it a character for a game? Avatar? Curious. Yeah, Era, how fair is your life? So this is a character for a game, but not in the sense that I'm making it for a company. This is actually going to be a avatar people will be able to purchase and play in the game VRChat. So if you're familiar with VRChat, it's or if you're not familiar with VRChat, it's like a social platform. So people can kind of like Roblox, or Roblox is probably the best similar parallel example. But people can have their own versions of themselves or whatever kind of character they want to be. And so this is a character I'll be making to sell so people can use it in that game. Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of an odd thing outside of, if you're not familiar with it, but it's fun. It's very cool. If you like video games, if you like creative stuff, then it's a very interesting space to be in right now. Just a lot of cool things happening in it. Cool. Well, good. I'm glad you like it. Actually, for these ones, these are the retopo ones. Going to object link object data. Okay. And adjust just the retopo ones. Or no, I take that back. First, I need to take this one, make single user data, and then take the other ones and relink them to this new object. Okay, there we go. Then I can delete the little spot right here. And I'm interested to see what happens when we unfold it like this. Cool. Interesting. maybe some additional cuts right here. We can then pin these, and that looks hard. How long did it take you to learn this? It's been about 5 years of just like really um, focused learning on this in particular. Before then, I had some experience with Blender, but it's really been in the last 5 years that it's kind of taken on a life of its own. Um, and if you like this kind of work or you're interested in, um, that was directed at me, Zoom. Allergies are killing me, elsewise I exist. Hope you fare well. Good luck with allergies. I feel like I got a little bit of allergies today as well. Kind of phlegmy. I don't feel sick, but I've definitely got like a slight runny nose or something. Phlegmy. Phlegmy. Um, anyway, there's a lot of really interesting things going on in this space. If you like this kind of work, our definitely check it out. It's a free game. You can play it without VR as well. It's kind of made for virtual reality, but you can play on your desktop for free and go check it out. Just like Roblox, if you're familiar. Yeah, it's cool. I enjoy it a lot. I think this is probably my favorite artistic endeavor so far. Artistic and professional, I suppose. Yay, mighty dragon felled by some pollen. The true slayer of dragons. Allergies. Not fallen, just okay, so we have the base body without the breasts, but when we add them back on, I was finally able to upload world to community labs. Good job, Sky. Let's go. Let's go. Unless you're like me and are used to it. Bear, I shall make sure you remain out of your path, squashed like a small metallic bug. All right, guys. So far, no crashes, so things are going well, at least. But never say never. Never say never. Soon it will be a magical bug, a djinn. Nice. So here's the retopo. The problem right here is that we have very different amount of vertices here. But this tessellation that we did, where we've made these extra loops, might work out really nicely for this. At least for the top. And then I can run more cuts this way in order to get the side. But that way we can create a version where these are merged exactly. Hmm. Or, or, it's kind of a multi-step process because I have to look a little bit further down the line than we're at right now. I need to make two versions of the torso. That's really the only way I can see it working properly. Interesting. Challenging, really. Don't quite know. The best dealio. Let's adjust these so we can kind of move them out. Two versions might be best unless you want to do it like a blend shape. I do want to have the ability to change it once you're in game, like whether or not you'd want to have breasts on the avatar then. So I definitely want to have it as a toggle on some level. But in terms of how I actually put that together, no idea. Challenging. But a new challenge, one that I'm sure I'll learn a lot from. Okay. On off of the easiest with two versions then now, but if you want the in-between things, I think my main concern right now is just how well will it blend? Because if I have the texture, how well does it blend? Cornfather, hello, happy Friday. You make texture in Blender or Substance Painter, by the way? Substance Painter. I really, really do prefer Substance. And Mizune, hello, welcome. Welcome back. Happy Friday, y'all. Lamb reference? Sheep? Sorry, I'm new. This is a deer. This is a deer. No, you're totally fine. I don't mind the question at all. Are you? Or Alrin. That's how I'm going to say it. Alrin. Well, whatever you learn here, you can apply to my VTuber avatar. Fair. Just getting it really close so we can see where these vertices would touch, connect with the body. So, like that. And they're floating. So when it comes to the top of the breast here, we'll be able to make as much resolution as we want on the vertical side of things. And then this will be where this edge connects. So I want this edge to connect to this edge right here. That's how I'd want it to work. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Be this one. 2, 3, 4. This one here would be the bottom. Yeah. So here, 2, 3, 4, 2. Here. That. Then that should loop nicely. Not to be selfish. Oh yeah, man, I love coffee. Man, I love coffee. Merging meshes together like this seems kind of like plastic surgery. In a way, and definitely in a way. Hopefully not with some similar problems. resolution on the butt. Okay, and then, so I'm still planning this out. So this edge, I'm just going to recreate what I did on the other side. There, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, here. So those ones connect. Get rid of that side. Then this edge right here. See. What? Interesting. Not what I expected. What would you do if you woke up one day and could see the topology of your skin, confirming that we do, in fact, live in a simulation? I do think that the simulation question, it's like, at some point, you just can't, you just kind of have to let it go. You know, it's like, if you're in it, what can you do about it? Probably nothing. I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, we're just as enmeshed in reality as we would be in a simulation anyway. Like there's no like imagine, oh, I'm stuck in a machine and I'm so fused with this virtual thing that like I could never be separated. But like that's actually what reality is, even if it's not a simulation. Um, Reality still has that a similar qualm. Um, but that being said, I do every now and then dream of topology, of making topology and looking at things and seeing topology and like quads over everything and how and like connecting vertices and stuff. So maybe I do this a little too much. um, but I do dream of. I dream of topology. It's kind of poetic. Sounds poetic. Is it poetic though? That's a different question. All right, so here's the other edge right there. It's too bad you can't have one mesh affect another mesh. You can do some stuff. Kind of. If you think about it. Where'd you get that picture of me, neighbors? 1, 2, 3. Four. Okay. And then we'll go back to just this one. And we're going to dissolve this little patch that we made. Dissolve those edges. Might as well just delete it, really. That. You have to delete those and those. Because if you could, what you could do is have the body mesh assume the shape of the other mesh added on. I think most likely, in order to transition between the two, we'll still have all the same geometry there. It'll just be hidden. Sussy topology. Do you think anyone has gotten or would get a full face tattoo of proper animation topology? Man, that is like maybe a little concerning, but not improbable. Not improbable. So I'm assuming that this here is the other chunk. So this section here is what we want. We are going to lower this right here. if you get only the essential loops, you're just a clown. You're not wrong. There's the guy who had his head tattooed with a grid because he has a divot on it. Can you point out some tools for Blender sculpting in the sculpting mode? Do you mean like add-ons? How many edges is this? Should be 8. Should be 8 edges here. It is 8 edges. So that means here and here. Cut. Add-ons as well as general tools. For sculpting, I don't think I use any add-ons. I just use all the default tools. One, two, three. That should be 8 there. It is. Let me think. I will be making a sculpting course soon. I don't think I'd have time to get into how to sculpt at the moment, but I am going to be making a sculpting course probably in like the next 2 weeks. So I have to finish up my current commissions, current edits, and then I hope by the end of the month I will have a course for like, let's see. Maybe like $10, that will go over how I do sculpting in the full process. As well, if you go back a few days in the streams, you will see me go through the sculpting process here. So if you go into my live stream recordings, you can go back a few days and just kind of see how I put it together. Hello, Arctic. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Sometimes I look in the mirror and realize that my face topology isn't perfectly mirrored. Shy2B, thank you for the follow. I saw boobs, but when I joined, they were gone. And they're back. And they're gone. And they're back. And they're gone. Thank you for the subscription or the follow there. Much appreciated. Was that a snap? I didn't see it there. Yeah, I've noticed, especially looking at the stream, it's like one of my eyes is higher than the other one. Can you guess which one? I was like, uh-oh. And then I'll take this, we'll extrude it, bring it in. Oh no. Oh no. And then we'll do a grid fill. Oh, not like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grid fill. Shrink it. Looks awkward, but that's okay. Hide the booba for now. Turn back on the body. Turn the wireframe up. Okay, there we go. Now we got a nice little grid. And I'll turn on retopo again. Boop, 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 boop. And then we'll do 3 cuts there, which makes this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that doesn't quite make sense. How do I do that? Okay, go back. Bring back the booba. So we have this one can attach to the side quite easily. We have the 8 edges we need in order to connect. So that would look like this section here going to this spot right there. We'll do G-stretch. Bam. Boom. G-stretch. That should straighten it out. No. And then this edge right here. Okay, so those attach right there. This one to this one, I think. Yeah, right here. This one. Perfect. So those attach. Need to bring in this a little bit more. It's going to be a very thin, very, very thin edge here. Turn off retopo here, and we can see that this edge goes right here and attaches on this spot. Okay. And then how about the bottom one? There. I'm just going to put an X instead. That would be a lot easier. A lot easier to see. It's getting a little messy on what's going on there. Hard to see. Hard to see. Boom, and then X. X. There we go. Okay. We can see these pin points that we're making. And so this we'll want to connect here. I'm just going to take just this edge for now. Okay. Interesting. Almost there. I think we're very close to figuring this out. And then this one would go here. This edge would connect there. And all the rest would fill in that side. Cool. Which means that our lower and upper segments will extrude and shrink right here. No. We have to take these three, extrude them, connect them to these sides, then bevel them a little ways, and then shrink. Otherwise, it's going to be just trying to, because I did something similar with the hands yesterday. That's basically what we're repeating here. Okay. Because then we can loop these cuts up and down instead of having additional cuts go across the body. Because we don't want our mesh on our body to get too crazy complex. Just want to fit the boob. Fit the boob. So from here to here, there should be 8 edges. There are. Which means 1, 2, and this is the 4 we want to attach to. Right. Here. 2. Here. And now it really does remind me of plastic surgery, where we're like marking things out, like, oh, and then we'll do a little nip and tuck there, and okay, and that should be all the little tessellation we need. Okay, straightforward. So apparently, it took one of my coworkers 3 days to create a test plan. The plan we're using, a direct copy of a test plan I made for a different platform with some slight verbiage changes. It took me a day to create this test plan. Hey, you know, at least they're stealing from the best. me shrink that. Run a cut right there. And we're good. Now we have all the geometry we need to fully connect these two. Awesome. Awesome is awesome. I am going to mark these edges here with mark sharp, just so I can remember where they are. It's going to get a lot harder to find them in a second. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take the boob and we're going to apply the shrink wrap. Again, we're still going to need two versions of the torso. Two versions. So let's go ahead and duplicate the body now. Merge the sculpt breast onto it. Make this the boob version retopologized, and then make the non-boob version retopologized. I don't actually need... I actually don't need to make... We could have two versions. We could have the flat version, where it's without boob, and we can make that, and then we could have the boob be just a container that attaches. We just want to know exactly which vertices they're connecting to. So there should be, like, it should lock together. There's vertices on the flat version or where the cut would be for the boob, and then the boob attaches on top of those ones. Okay. I see it now. I see it now. But we'll turn on free topo. I'm going to take our annotation in the view, and I'm going to call this boob cuts. And I'm going to hide it because I don't want to see it anymore. Then, yeah, we do have to merge them. We have to smooth them because we want to get rid of the edges here in order for it to look primo. All right, around the body. Not that body. Turn on the sculpt body. Take the sculpt body. Call this sculpt body. No. Make a backup copy right now. 7 free body dupe. I am curious on how my computer is going to handle me duplicating this. Object. Not that bad. Not that bad. I will actually make a full additional collection. So sculpt body. No, let's save. Breets. And then new collection. Should be sculpt body breast. Breets. I always do that. Breasts. What a funny word. Breasts. These objects, I'm just going to put in this hair collection. Mocat 911. 911. Voice too small. Face purple crying. Can you not hear me? Hello, welcome. And then we'll take this one. Hello, Aqua. Buzz in my mouth. So that one will hide. And now this is where we attach the booba. But welcome, Aqua. Hope you're having a good day. Also welcome, MoCat. Turn on the mirror. I think maybe we'll get a little bit more space in there. Go into sculpt mode. And, ooh. My tablet got disconnected. We'll put it right. Get in there. What's in USB cords? Get in there. Okay. Oh, we're back. We're back. But now I can use my tablet. So I'm just gonna kind of move them apart. Maybe if it decides it wants to do that. I can always go back and adjust the shape later. Something like that. Not too worried. Again, they're supposed to be modular. Modular boobs! Snip, snap, snip, snap. Okay, now we can apply the mirror. Save. Combine them with the body. Go into sculpt mode. And remesh. Take a second. But let me know if I did change my settings around a little bit, so I might be a little bit quieter than it should be. We also changed the video, should be higher resolution on the stream. Haircut time soon. Okay, now we're just going to go in and smooth these out. You're always a bit quiet, but everything is nice and clean. Good, good. I think it sounds okay. Okay, good. That's a relief. That is a relief. Not very well versed in setting up the stream properly, so I appreciate you double checking for me. All right, greets. We have almost seems professional. Ah, we're moving up in the world. Almost, almost. Like very obvious dent, right? Just smooth the heck out of that. Perfect. All right. Awesome. So now we're gonna make the initial retopo version with the booba as part of the mesh, and then we'll make the flat version sans booba afterwards. That'll be easiest. So we need the topology first. Sam's been fondling them all morning. Joining time for a booba close-up. Good morning indeed. It's getting better. It's getting better. It's time. The booba has been merged with one version. We have two versions of the body now. We have sans booba and booba. I'm saying booba a lot today. Probably just for this morning. Booba, I'm back. All right, so now we can actually take our retopo breast. Oh, what the fuck? What happened to it? Huh. I broke something. Something broke. Why'd it break? It broke because I combined the boob before I had finished applying the shrink wrap. Okay, so let's delete this, save, and this is why we make backups, everyone. Or what the boob doing? We're gonna go back one version, pre-duplication. It'll be a little off. That's okay. I'd rather have it be a lot closer right now. So take this, apply the shrink wrap, copy that, and go back to the other version. Excuse me. Arctic, you broke the boobs. Your boobs, they're broken. Your boobs are glitching. Okay, perfect. Now we've combined it. Incremental save is God tier. It does help quite a bit. Let's select the body, or retopo, combine. And we'll change the shrink wrap for this one to version with the breasts. Breasts. And then we can take this. All right, we did it. A challenge, but we survived. Okay, then I'm going to select the points here. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to mark these sharp so I can find them later. And this is basically what we're attaching. Attaching this section to that one, that section to this one, yada, yada, yada. Boom, boom, bridge. There. Same thing. Boom, boom, bridge. And we'll do this side because I need to actually make the rest of the topology here. We are missing some stuff. We need another extrusion here that we can close. Like so. Awesome. Then take this to here, and this to here, and bridge, and close. Boom. Bridge. Voila! Booba! Nice. That worked pretty well. That worked pretty well. Then did I make a belly button for her? Too late now. Huh. Yeah, she's got a belly button. Okay, good. But I didn't really add it with this, so I give her a little bit more. Because now I pretty much have to do all my changes in this mode. Sorry, in this version of the character. That looks great. Ooh, my problem with character modeling is I keep making the booba and other stuff bigger. I think the trick is to just make it an adjustable slider. You know, start with a manageable amount and then create variations as needed. Okay, we're going to go ahead and duplicate and apply the shrink wrap. Go into this mode. It's our wireframe. Use our favorite tool, slide relax. We're going to go in and just clean this stuff up. Oh, maybe. This way we can get the spacing and make it look real clean. Maybe almost impossible to do in some areas though. So it does seem to collapse, which is no good. Maybe we pull out this geometry. It should be relatively dense. It just, oh, okay, I see. See what's happening. The shrink wrap. First should be above the surface, but I think we just have to apply it. And we'll have to manually go in to each vertex to reattach it. It's just too strong. The shrink wrap is too strong at the moment. Or it keeps collapsing things. The shrink wrap's too strong. Or what we could do is kind of cheat and actually just dissolve a bunch of the edges. And only add them as we need them. But then we need the shrink wrap. Go. Load. Yeah. Okay. I think that's fine. I should have done the slide relax before I added more edge loops. But what kind of modeling do you do, Shy2P? Do you have a Gumroad or anything, or just do it for personal work, personal avatars? Oh yeah, that's better. I just added too many cuts. Too many cats? Too many cats. It's still doing that. It just really wants to snap there. Don't like that. And I find it frustrating. I have Twitter. Okay, heck yeah. Oops. want to turn the strength way down on this. Let's kind of sneak up on this spot. Like right here, it just doesn't like this curve for some reason. Well, and you know, it's not that bad. It's maybe the angle I was looking at. Now that there's less geometry, it feels a little nicer. No, let's see, it did it again. Dang it, Ricky Bobby. All right, I think we did it. Booba created. Noise. A noise. Okay, now we can move on to other parts of the avatar. We still need to add some more resolution on the thigh, knee, and then we can move on to finishing up the clothing. So we'll just do a series of additional cuts right there and right here. But on the back of the knee, we're actually going to do something a little different. Two. We're going to bevel it. I've been seeing this technique pop up on Twitter, and I thought I'd give it a shot. That way it'll collapse nicely. Okay. Better. Now for the foot. Slide relaxed. We will go ahead, duplicate the shrink wrap, apply it again. And just going to ease up some of this right here. Little. Nice. Okay, that's good. One more. Of course, how could I forget the knee? Didn't expect that to be so square. Usually it kind of rounds. The whole goal of why I'm doing this is it's very good to have even spacing. You want to make the spacing on your squares as even as you can. Love the texturing did on your imp, by the way. Thank you, Shy. I appreciate that. So did you find me through Twitter then? Or through the imp? Through the imp. Funny way to say it. Through the imp. Or no, you said you saw me through the stream. That's right. Through Twitch. Through the preview. YouTube. Okay, very cool. All right. I think we have done it. The heck did I walk into? Hello, a frosty one. We're working on the avatar, just finishing up right now. Uba, my friend. You're also streaming on YouTube, so I went to your site and found your Twitch link. Okay, heck yeah. Well, good. It is good information for me to know how people are finding. Sometimes I don't always know. I should bring that shrink wrap back again. The third time I've deleted the shrink wrap and needed to bring it back right away. So this time I'm just going to duplicate the shrink wrap and disable the duplicate. And we always have one on hand, ready to go, a backup shrink wrap. Would recommend linking your Twitch and YouTube description. If that's doable on YouTube, IDK the rules of YouTube. I don't think YouTube minds. I think. Hey, sorry, everyone. We got to go in and fix up the butt crack here. I'm going to take this segment, go to edit, just hit relax. Nice and rounded. Space. Oh, maybe not space it, but okay. All right. Looks good. Hello. Oh, I missed the stream. Wi-Fi was down. Well, welcome, Adish. Welcome. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead and apply this one. Do the retopo on its own. And then just make sure everything's actually connected. All right. Nice. Okay, I'm very proud of that. I think everything's coming together well now. Good. Got pulled away from the stream. The one thing that can reasonably distract one from Booba, the realization I have bacon I can cook for brunch. Booba, bacon. Booba or bacon? We should clean up the shoulder. Retopo one more time. Yeah, that got. Need it to be in the crevice, in the armpit. Very important. And I think I want just a little bit more resolution on the shoulder. I'm going to cut here and grab these. Control plus. Control plus. 2, 3, 4. No, we want the duplicate the shrink wrap. Apply the first one. Duplicate again. And it's pretty good for the most part. Do I need more resolution there? I think I do. 90% sure I do. Also on the back of the elbow. 2. Bananas are nice and spotty. You got a banana? Are you making a banana bread? Banana. Fair. All right, banana. Banana. the lips. We need to work on the lips a little bit. With those arrows. Apologies for the grind. Sure. Working well. All right. 22,890 vertices right now. The nose looks really good. Mouth interior looks really good. For the spacing, it's a little bit nicer. Maybe not. I'm gonna leave that alone. I changed my mind as I was doing it. What a perfect circle. But fine. Okay. Whew. Man, what a morning. What a morning. We crashed so many times at the start of the stream. Sir, your booba look heavy. Might I hold them for you? I can hold them. I volunteer. I volunteer. Shrink wrap applied. Excuse me. All right, now we need to make the teeth retopo. Teeth topo. Which should be pretty straightforward. Fingers crossed. A mirror, and of course, a shrink wrap. Okay. I did make a retopology of this before for my other model, but I do think that it's worth doing again. Excuse me. Remember how I did it. Your stream is buffering today. I don't know if it's for me only. Right now, I do have a good connection. Yesterday, it was really bad. But today, it seems good on my end. So I think it may be perhaps your internet. Haven't had any drops on Twitch side of things. Usually it is me though. Usually it is my stream though. Much as I don't want it to be. Or sorry, usually it is my internet. Okay. So now, I'm going to move it up. Take the whole thing. E, X, bring it into the other side. About there. Then we can put each tooth up onto the edge. Wait. Well, then we'll run a cut down the middle. This cut should be in between the gap. We want it to be in the gap. Yes. Then we'll extrude each. Man, my brain just does not feel like it's working today. Ooh. Might have overdid it on the overdone it on the caffeine yesterday. Right. So let's test before I do all of them. I want to take this segment. I would like to indent it. Yeah, I think that works well. So, all right, so take this one, indent, and then just fill it. Okay. Then I can run a cut here later. Give it the volume. Awesome. This is going to work really well. one's got a gap. I guess I don't need to close that, but indent. Bam. Bam. All right. Love it. There we go. Knowing that it keeps disappearing every time I get up close to look at these points. No. You wanted to see that? No. No. All right. Then we can do the cut around the teeths. Teethies. This will really give them the volume we need. We'll apply the shrink wrap. And then for these, I do just want to kind of move them into this gap. We can apply like a crevice. That would be good. Why can I not zoom in on these? Be perfect. It's good though. It's pretty low poly. One goes here. Thankfully, the second set of teeth, we're just going to copy this, so we really don't have to make too much changes for the top set of teeth. Just basically move all this work over. Cheating is the best part of 3D. Just gotta reuse all the stuff you made. Don't get any better than that. Okay. Now, this. Gonna see that anyway. Okay. We didn't finish the middle. Those are some gorgeous chompers right there. Then, rename, retopo, duplicate, flip. Put our cursor right here. Object, set origin. Cursor. And kind of get these lined up. And you guessed it, another shrink wrap onto the tooth. And clean up again. It's good. Why? Right. All right. Now we have the top teeth. Okay. Teeth are done. Now let's look at the tongue. Make a plain retopo tongue. Boom. Up. Bottom view, duplicate, project, and flip. Pretty good. Select both of them. Boundary loops. Deselect the interior edge. Bridge. No merge. Add a shrink wrap. The sculpt tongue. And a few more cuts to ensure quality. Should make sure the shrink wrap is visible. I really don't like that it's not automatically visible in when you make it. That would be nice. Okay, slide relax, get it nice and even. Shade smooth. And I actually am just going to straight up subdivide it once because I do want the tongue to have a lot of extra detail. Okay. Mirror. There we go. Easy peasy. All right, turn off the sculpt teeth. 3,472 verts just for this. That is because the tongue has one level of subdivision. I'm okay with that. Nice. Okay. Now, looking at our hair, we have the sculpt hooves right there. We do need to retopo the tail. I'm going to take the eyeballs. Eyeballs. Yeah, just the eyeballs. Send them to retopo body. No, they need their own collection. Eyes. Boom. And of course, new collection for retopo hair. So we got this, the horns, thorns. send to retopo body. Worry about those in a second. And here in just the scene collection, I'm going to make it plain. And we're going to start on tail retopology. Retopo tail. Bam. I'll delete that, or delete the plane, and we're going to make a circle of 60. Oops. Okay. Slap on a shrink wrap, of course. Awesome. So that's to get the paper looking correct. All right, density looks good. Cool. Then we're going to take some of these edges. Actually, first we'll duplicate the shrink wrap, apply it, add a mirror mod, delete half of this mesh. Go. And then on some of these edges, we're going to rip. All right. This section goes on the outside of this tuft. In fact, we can actually just do this. Bridge, no merge, not even. These two. Bridge, cut. That's pretty much it. Beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. Simple, easy, and works really well with my topology. It's probably the method I'm going to recommend in my course. Awesome. And then we will go here. Maybe one more cut along here. So we can get this edge to tear. Cool. Okay. Select it, bridge it, bridge it. Got it. Put it in the crevice. Close that. That works so well. Oh, wow. Okay, definitely my standard way to do that. Most definitely. I can always add another cut this side. It would be nice to be able to add a cut on the interior edge as well. That loops, but I think we're good. I think we're good. Duplicate. Hide this one. Apply this one. I'm going to go into slide relax, of course, and just make sure we got some even spacing. Oh, still not rounded enough. Okay, let's do maybe even 2 more cuts there. Smooth it out a little. All right. That's some good topology. Not gonna lie, that's some really good topology. Excuse me. And we'll take that retopo tail and I'm gonna send it to the retopo body. Okay. For our eyelashes, to sculpt. Well, I have multiple sculpt bodies now. Hello, Golden. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing some more retopology this morning. How's your day going? Same. How would you go about making fur? So for my character here, I did make fur for the legs, but it's one of the methods I use where I just attached it directly to the body. So I go to my character, you can see here we have the tufts of fur. And what I did here to make the sculpt was just modeled little tubes and kind of stuck them in there and used the remesh. It's very similar to how I have the hair at the moment, where I just made these little chunks. So these are not curves or anything. They're just basically cubes. And the most important thing about fur and hair, in my opinion, is to have the loop tools enabled. Because it's really hard to space these out manually to make them curved like this. But the loop tools pretty much makes it super easy to do that kind of stuff. I don't think it would be really even possible to do it otherwise. Take you about 10, 20 times longer. So yeah, definitely get the loop tools. This is an in default Blender, all default Blender. You just have to go into preferences to enable it. So you just go into loop here and you got your loop tools right there. Right. But yeah, it's just right in your add-ons. It's in there by default. So it's a really good one. And then if I was to be making like low poly fur for my final model, I would make them kind of like this and just kind of stick them into the body. So I wouldn't take my low poly mesh. So let me switch over to my retopology. So here's my low poly mesh. And I would just take one of the pieces of hair. So I just kind of do this. I take a little chunk, duplicate it. It's over here. If I wanted to make fur, I'd probably do something like this, where I have this little chunk, little tuft piece, and I would just like stick it into the body right there, something like that. You know, okay, I want a little shoulder fluff, and this is basically what I would leave or bring into Unity at that point. It would just be you have your normal body and these kind of like spikes basically stuck in there for fur. I've never actually used loop tools. Maybe this is my wake up call to enable it. If you're making hair or any sort of edges you want to soften, definitely do it. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. It'll speed up certain things by. It's not even comparable, really. I wouldn't even do this kind of workflow if it wasn't for loop tools. Otherwise, it'd be so painful. Yeah, loop tools is great. And then, yeah, so I just kind of stick in some chunks like this if I wanted some tufts. Let's say we have like a little shoulder tuft. Here. And then lastly, really the only final kind of secret. Lifesaver always going to use curves and convert them to mesh afterwards. That also works. That's totally fine. As long as you have the low poly version, it'll work fine. I prefer the low poly just because it's easy to edit afterwards. And a lot of times when I'm making hair or fur, I'm literally start by tracing over these and then I turn them into these tufts. Like, oh, okay. Like I really like how the tufts look on the foot here. So I will literally trace them because I want it to look as close to that as possible. But the last secret for fur is to be able to blend it. So right now, let me turn off materials. You can see, even if I remove the view, no outline or anything, we can see that like the normals here are really harsh. So there's no blending. You just see this. You can very obviously see that this is just a chunk of something stuck into the mesh. But there's a really cool option called data transfer, and you can literally transfer the normals from your body onto the fur. And there's a good tutorial that Cade made. Hello, Cast VR. Welcome. The avatar is beautiful. Thank you, Cast. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
I'll show you how to go.
Sorry. This is Cade. Fantastic creator. But he has a tutorial showing how to take little tufts, just like I have them, and then make them look smooth. So I'm going to paste that in chat. Right there. Well, And that'd basically be the final step to make my fur blend. That being said, there's other ways to make fur. This is with like low poly modeling to make fur. There's also fur shaders out there. And those actually look like hair and fur, like it'll look fuzzy. Um, and Poyomi has their own fur shader. There's a fast fur shader. If you look up VRChat fur shader, you'll find it. Anyway, hopefully that helps. And also welcome again, Cast. Hope you're having a good Friday. This is the model as we have. This is the low poly version. Warren's fast fur shader is very performant. It is probably the better option. Poyomi's fur shader is a premium option. Like you have to pay for it to get it, and it's a little. The creator optimized the most recent version of it, but it's still not as fast as Warren's. It did a lot. Thank you. Absolutely golden. Good luck with your fur. But I'm going to show off the avatar to Cass since Cass just joined. So we've been working on this avatar here. And let me go ahead and re-enable the whole character. Because I want to show her off. Eyeballs. And voila. Oh, the breasts are a little different now. I have to adjust the clothing, I guess. Yeah, she came out really well. Still a work in progress, but she's coming out good. The lighting looked a little different earlier. She looks just a little different. Go into the clothing really quick. And I'm just gonna clothing fit those. Booba. Booba. There we go. Oh, yeah. Boom. Boom. Something's off. What is going on with the arms here? If I zoom out, it starts getting pixelated. I wonder why that is. Probably just too close together. Oh, even the eyebrows disappear. Funny. I don't know what's up with that. Booba. No, she came out really well. Still working on her. And still a lot more to do. Is it ever any different, though? Does the work ever end? No. But I actually do need to run to the restroom really quick, so I'll be right back, everyone. I'm just going to mute my mic, and I'll be back in 1 moment. BRB. Okay, 11:10. We got another 50 minutes. For anyone new here, I do break my day up into 2 streams. So we'll be ending the first stream in about 50 minutes. And then I'll go on lunch, and I'll be back after that. All right. I need to do the clothing. For our clothing, let's open up our reference images here. Need to be able to make the shoulder pieces actually kind of connect, because right now they're just kind of floating. And looking at this particular image, it's pretty clear that this top one is actually much bigger. Let's go to view, annotations, and I'm going to make a new annotation. So yeah, right here, this top one is much bigger than the other two. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to make this one larger. In fact, I'll separate it. Boom. Kind of like that, I guess. And then, I don't think I should have made this. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I take this. We just need to actually attach it. Whoa. I think I need to mirror this. Why? Well, nope. To do both sides. Interesting. Can I only, what am I projecting it onto here? What I thought. Okay, perfect. So project it onto the clothing. All right. And then these other smaller pieces. I'm going to shrink them, make them a bit smaller, or sharper at least. And just kind of squish them. Squish them again. From the side, they look so funny though. This like big gap here. Like from the front, cool. From the side, it's like ventilated. Hmm. We'll go with that for now. All right. Now, let's turn off the body. And the reference, and we're going to start retopologizing this. Oh, we do need to give her some underwear at some point. For now, just work on this. Do I make the clothing here all one? Or these elements probably just be combined into one object, and they should. Yeah, they should, because they're not going to separate, and that's the most optimized way to do it. Retopo clothing. Put that above the eyes. Above the eyes. And make a circle of actually a circle of 16 would have been great. Should I combine all of these objects? I think we will. We're going to mesh everything here and combine it. So we just have this one chunk of clothing. So that way I can use my shrink wrap. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Subdivision. Shrinky wrappy. What do here? All right. Go. Take the bottom section and just extrude it straight down. Actually, first take the loop, preset, then extrude it straight down. These ones will go over. Yeah, we can follow this curve. That'd be nice. Boom. All right. This one can go over. I'm gonna lurk for a bit and lock in on my model. Sounds good, Golden. Good luck with your work. Locking in. Now that I'm really thinking about it with the like booba and if there's going to be another version of the model where we have no booba, then I do need to make another set of clothing as well. So maybe that'll be something we add later. So that sounds like more work than I want to do for this first version, at least. More work than I want to do for the first version. Non-booba shirt does sound like a lot of extra work. It hopefully won't be too bad, but it'll probably be a decent amount of effort. You know, well, we'll see. We'll see. I can't discount it. I'll come back to the idea. Come back to the idea. But maybe it'll be relatively straightforward. I shouldn't knock it just yet. But at the moment, it sounds like a lot of work. Go there. And yeah, we'll just 0.6, 0. Boom. Okay. I think now we're going to go ahead and apply subdivision and shrink. Duplicate shrink wrap. And then apply. And we'll start working with the actual low poly geometry. It's getting kind of unwieldy now. Um, there we go. Oh, what the fuck? Somehow there's some hotkey to subdivide a line of edges, and I hit it all the time. I don't mean to, but I do. It's just like, what's that? All right. Then I'm going to get our geometry lined up right on the edge of this. I'd like to do a little bevel on here. And we'll select it and say edit space. 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 Fish. Nice even spacing. Okay. Sort of. This one's not as even. What we'll do is extrude this so we can follow a gap here. Oh, much better. Didn't realize that was so far over. Sure. There we go. Clean. Clean machine. Duplicate. Apply. Back in here. Get that lined up right on this edge. Make a tessellation. We can get a little bit more resolution right on the butt. Right on the butt. Duplicate, apply. Going in with our favorite tool, slide relax. Right Let's get that spacing. Perfect. Perfect spacing. Excuse me. Right. And then these three edges will connect with these three edges. All right. Back to here. Duplicate, apply the bunda. The bunda. We want the bunda. Mesh filter. No. Right. And yeah, spaced out. Space it. Let's turn up the strength. This is gonna be clean. This is gonna be a clean avatar. One, two, three. One more of those. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. do another cut, or we'll bevel this one. Because this does raise up a little bit. And I want to capture that. There's some people who think this is tedious work. And they're right. It is tedious, but it will be worth it in the end. Yeah. One did not bevel. Oh, shit. We'll just delete this. Reconnect these two. Extrude this. Boom. And boom. And dissolve that. Awesome. There we go. Awesome. Then we'll take the interior here, extrude, shrink, duplicate, apply. Voila. And I'll slap a mirror mod on just to get an idea of how much we're at right now. Shrink wrap's gonna prevent it from closing entirely. That's okay. The reason, even though I may not make another edge here, I do want the topology to be right on this edge, so when the body deforms, it maintains the position of the texture and keeps things lined up. All right, another 15 minutes. Sorry to be so quiet. I'm definitely a little tired today, but feel free to ask any questions should anyone have any. But right now, we're just chilling. All right. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. What are your thoughts on pickles? Yay slash nay? Definitely yay. I love pickles. In fact, yesterday I had some delicious fried pickles. It's funny, my brother and I went out, um, see some family, celebrate a birthday, and we went to a place called Saltgrass here in Austin. Food was terrible. It was really bad, except for the fried pickles. The fried pickles were really good. Everything else was really, really mediocre. Um, it was disappointing, to say the least. But food wise, except for those pickles. But I do love a good pickle, and I think I'm gonna try to make my own fried pickles soon. Hello, Sky. Welcome. There's a we have an air fryer. I think I'll give that a shot sometime soon. Should be pretty simple to do. But hello, Sky. Welcome. Happy Friday. We're doing some retopology for the clothing at the MoMA. I wish I could make myself like the taste of dill. You mean okay, like a make a dill, like where you from pickle it, literally pickle it. It's been this morning, so I'm late. How dare you? Minus 10 points from Gryffindor. I'm just kidding. Do not apologize. I will be going to lunch relatively soon, in 15 minutes, but we'll be chilling in the meantime. So many foods ruined by my inability to enjoy it. Oh, you said, sorry, I understand now. I wish I could make myself like the taste of dill. I do not like dill by itself. There's the kosher dill, way better. But there's like just dill pickles are usually a little harsh, but there's like the kosher dill. That's the one you want. Oh, those ones are really good. They're a little sweeter. I've been procrastinating so much on doing your topology on the model. I'm working on my personal project. Well, hello, Ori. Welcome. Well, we can work on retopology together. Yeah, they are fermented. Yeah, can't go wrong with fermentation. Can't go wrong. Well, except if it makes you blind, but that's more like moonshine fermentation. Which I do want to try making my own wines at some point, or more like a little batch of wine or something. I mean, dill the herb used to flavor pickles. You want to eat dill, the herb dill? I think I understood you. You're just saying you want to be able to enjoy that taste. But I'm saying that there's different kind of dill. There's different kinds of dill pickles, and some of them are good. Others are too uh, potent for me. Super delayed at this point. Interesting. I don't shouldn't be delayed too badly. My the stream health on my side is pretty good. I don't see anything interesting. I'll just double check that. I use dill in all my cooking. Can recommend. Adds almost a buttery flavor to things. Dill is good with smoked salmon and capers. I love lox, bagel lox. Oh, so good. With the salmon. That's a salmon. We'll go get one of those for lunch. Sounds really good. That sounds delish. So hungry right now. Yeah. I think I brought up food because I was just hungry. Or no, Evan brought up pickles. Curse you, Evan. With your pickle curse. Dill always sounds like a dirty word to me, though it's just an herb. It does a little. Yeah, I see that. I see that. And I'll take those. I'll do a little grid fill. All right, booba almost enclosed. Enclose the booba. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, should be right actually. Boom, boom, grid fill. Nice, almost, very close. I'll delete these. And I guess we'll collapse. No, I'll just do this. Bam, 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 collapse. No, I take it back. I'd rather go the other way. I'd rather add more. Do you know if PC VR is okay with an Apple computer? I don't think you can do. I don't think you can download VRChat onto a Mac of any kind. You'd have to do the. You can get a Mac to do a Windows emulation, and that might be the way you want to go. But generally, you're a little more limited on what you can put on your Mac. Unfortunately, it's a little weird because you think Apple would want people to use their computers for gaming. They seem very determined to make it almost inhospitable for gaming. But I don't like this brand much. That sounds complicated. That's why I don't like this brand. It's rough. I had a Mac laptop for a long time. And it just always like did 90% of the things I wanted it to do. It's like the 90% of things it does really well, it does really, really well. But the 10% of things it doesn't do, it will never ever do and doesn't want to do. Whereas with a PC, you can probably do 100% of the things you want to do, but it just may not be like perfect. I don't know. That's anecdotal, but hello, Snardom. Welcome. Welcome. How goes it? The heck? Hello, Pablo. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, both of you. Hope you're all having a good Friday. You did catch me just before lunch. The character is a what? What are you saying, Pablo? A bit explicit, you know. She is very voluptuous. That is for sure. But that's why I get paid the big bucks. The big buckaroons. Oh, I was vehemently not a Mac for a long time, but I've come to realize that while Mac doesn't do everything you want, it does the things it does very well. Yes, I agree. 100% agree. It really does nail things it wants to do super well. But it's still disappointing how closed off it is. It's just, it seems so unnecessary for it to be so difficult to work with on certain things. It's just like going out of its way to say, fuck you. I'm in need of rest. Who knew younger people had this much energy? Doing some retopology, I see. Have you seen those aversion of reality vids lately? I don't think so. Feel free to link one. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Oh, excuse me. Well, I hope your new job is going well. It sounds like they're keeping you busy, Snardom. Keeping you on your toes. I think for this whole section right here, I'm going to do a cut. Oh. Then, do I bevel the edge or do I extrude it? I think I'll bevel. A little bit more control. We can incorporate it into this bevel. That'd be good. I got the link. It might be boring for some, but this guy usually has some interesting Blender theory stuff, especially with geonodes. In this case, retopology with geonodes.
Geometry nodes for Blender have been out for a while.
I did see that thumbnail.
All the cool like scattering and particles and procedural effects and stuff. But there's also a lot you can do with them for character modeling and rigging and just general data management organization. So this is the first of hopefully several videos about these other uses. We're going to start with UV retopology. So I've been working on this new character's outfit, and a bunch of my topology is pretty wacky, and that's because this outfit began its life in Marvelous Designer. This is a program where you draw 2D patterns, and then it uses cloth sim to stitch them together. And that's pretty cool, because you can do stuff like this, and really get nice cloth. But because of how it works, you have dynamic topology, which we go...
Morgan Freeman. Well, I'll definitely check that out. Marvelous Designer looks really neat. That's, I think, my next software to really, really learn. Profador, hello, welcome. Also, just saw this video, and I gotta run. Me too. I will be heading out to lunch in a moment. But hopefully, I'll see you later. Happy Friday. Either way, good to see you.
Go over here. We can see it's pretty funky, and left that one on triangles even. So now that I've got it in Blender, I want to retopologize it. And there's lots of things you could use for retopology. This in and scale what we're doing. So we're looking at our UV ref, but that's because our output is inputted. You certainly have to hold the position frames. Oops. So G and then X if it's doing the axis. And then it's wherever my cursor goes. All right, now I'm going to turn the snapping off for the rest of these. So I can kind of decide how many loops I
Happy
want
Friday,
here.
thank you.
It's probably not gonna
Saw the
match.
vid yesterday.
And
This is cool. I think I see it.
I'm probably going to toss in this
So he's making it match through the UV map.
mesh, but I'm also probably going to subdivide it. So of course, if I have less loops than the original, then I will lose some of the resolution of the mesh. But what you need there, well, that depends on your specific project. So now I can hide the old mesh, and I can come over here and let's grab a copy of that. And all we need to do is apply this GeoNodes or Visual Geo to mesh, shade it smooth, and there we go. Retopo sleeve, nice and even. And you can put a subsip on there. That edge. Now let's get everything else back.
Huh. All right, well, I'm definitely going to be watching that because I would love to start using Marvelous Designer or other sort of cloth sim stuff. I think there's so much that could be done there. Just finding the time to learn it. But it seems super cool. Well, thank you for sharing that, Snardom. I will definitely check that out. It's cool to see that a lot of other people have seen it too. We're all on the same YouTube algorithm, it seems. I did see the thumbnail a few times popping up on my feed, but I don't think I ever would have watched it otherwise. That was really cool. Thank you for sharing, Snardom. Actually, I'm going to post this in the Discord. Blender cult. Blender cult. It's in my recommended, but I'm sure I got distracted by yet another airline disaster video instead. About it just came out that Boeing guy that was gonna do the deposition or whatever, like, literally said, "I am not suicidal. If I die, it isn't suicide." Fucking wild. Boeing Mafia really doesn't want to make me do any air travel anytime soon. Well, thank you again, sir. I think that maybe if I reach a good point like a month from now, we'll spend like a week learning Marvelous Designer. We can do like a tutorial series of stream. We all learn Marvelous together. So we can all feel marvelous. Oh yeah, look at that good stuff. If only it would be free. I've not tried Marvelous myself either. Could be interesting. There are some Blender alternatives as well, add-ons. So maybe it'd be worth investigating that as well. If you want to wear an eye patch and have a parrot, it is free. What do you mean, Snargo? What do you mean? Yar har fiddly. As a pirate is free. I'm not going to say more. I have a boat to catch. Sounds of the ocean in the distance. Arr. Okay. All right, y'all. It is 12:02 for me. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and call it for lunch. Hopefully refresh my energy. I am feeling a little tired. I'm going to take a nap, get some rest in, and we'll be back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. For anyone that's new here, I know I said it already, but just in case, break my day up into 2 streams, so I will be back soon. If you're new, hit that follow, subscribe, and when we're back, we're going to finish the retopology for the clothing. Have a good one. Glad to see you're still at it, and hopefully doing well. I am doing well. I'm just a little tired today, but I'm doing super good overall, and I hope the same for you, Snardom, and everyone else out there. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you again for coming by, chilling with me. Much love. We'll see you all in about 2 hours. And if you have any questions, definitely hop by the Discord or anything like that. Love to see what you're all working on and creating as well. Bye, Sky. Bye, Snardom. Bye, Eben. Bye, Windy. Bye, Sky. Everyone else that's lurking out there. Arctic. Era. There's too many people to shout out, but I love all of you. Catch you all soon. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.